Talking to yourself is literally the cheat code. Why do you think they make people feel crazy for doing that? If you know that you can jump through timelines, your consciousness, then don't you think talking to yourself is kind of important? Don't you think that when you process something and you unpack something with yourself, you are giving advice to the part of you that's still stuck in that timeline, stuck in that energy? That's how you call yourself home. That's why it's important to process things that you go through, because there is a fragment of your soul, a fragment of your being that is still stuck there. And you want to be here, present. That's why there's this soul retrieval that happens, because you realize there's parts of you all over the place. And it's all disconnected, disembodied. And so you just start little by little. But when you talk to yourself, you're literally talking to yourself. Not just in the moment, but in every moment that exists. And maybe there's a version of you that needs to hear what you're saying. And maybe when you're trying to manifest a certain lifestyle, that's why you keep being drawn to these things, because there's a part of you that's there already calling you. But it's also calling the versions of you before that. So it's like, then you got to go to the child who didn't choose that path. Because there's a version of you that's living out there's a version of me that's a backup dancer for NSYNC, that was in the WNBA, that was a psychologist, that was married to my ex-boyfriend who wanted to get married really young, who was a freaking 2020 Dateline journalist, anchor person. There's like versions of you off every branch. And when you decide where you want to be, what you want to be doing, how you want to feel doing that, you align with the version of yourself that's already there. But you got to get everyone else on board so you can be fully there. You know what I'm saying? You got to talk to yourself. Those are the boardroom meetings. Anyway, I hope you guys had a wonderful night. Sweet dreams.